We are only a couple of months away from the biggest and most anticipated release in video game history. Actually, 250 days, but who's counting? So I wanted to make a video going through absolutely everything we know about GTA 6, with no gimmicks or clickbait, no theories, and no dumb facts. I'm going to try to gather all the information we've had from only reliable sources, such as the 2 trailers released by Rockstar to this date, the first leak wave from 2022, and specially, I'm going to get into detail from the new volume of GTA 6 document created by Rockstar's community to include all relevant and updated information to this date. This video will be broken up into these sections with timestamps down below. So if you're not interested in learning about every single thing about the game, or you already know a bunch about these certain topics, feel free to skip around the video and learn about what you haven't learned about yet. With out of the way and without any more time wasting, if you enjoy the video, leave a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe for more stuff like this, as I intend to keep delving into new information only if it's absolutely relevant. Here's everything we know about GTA 6 so far. Firstly, we have to get into the characters. Already confirmed as Jason Duval and Lucia Caminos from trailers 1 and 2, as well as the leaks. The game will follow a similar mechanic with GTA 5's 3 protagonists, only this time it will follow a relationship dynamic between the two, which will have an impact on many gameplay features throughout the game. The character of Jason will start the game in the Leonida Keys, which, only in case you may not know, it's based on the Florida Keys. Shocker, I know. Rockstar's website shared some insight into the character's background. Similar to how they did with the previous entries, Rockstar has told us that Jason grew up around grifters and crooks, until he enlisted in the army as a teenager. After his time in the army, he found himself in the Keys, working for local drug runners. Now on the other hand, we have Lucia Caminos, which has already become a fan favorite and is being extensively discussed by the community. One thing we know about her is that she grew up in a very tough environment, surrounded by crime, and that made her become strong and learn how to stand for herself. Some unlucky event made her start the game behind bars, but she is quickly released by some stroke of luck under probation.
Do you know why you're here? Bad luck, I guess.
Which explains her ankle monitor you can see her wearing in most promotional art if you look closely. It is speculated that it will work as a mechanic to keep the player from exploring the entirety of the map at the very start of the game. Similar to how Arthur Morgan couldn't explore a big portion of the southern part of the map in the beginning of Red Dead 2, as the Vanderlyn gang was wanted in that region. Lucia intends to use this second chance to try to live a quiet and honest life. Her own mother always told her about how she wanted to live that quiet and peaceful life when she immigrated into Liberty City. We still have yet to know if Lucia was born in Liberty City or if she was also born in Latin America. The community has shown a very strong indication that Mani Perez is the actress who will play Lucia in the game. There are all kinds of rumors and also spoilers that point to Lucia's outcome. We can't confirm or deny these claims, and it's best to keep away from spoilers. So we will refrain from these rumors until Rockstar actually confirms something related to them. With the last wave of information, we have also gotten a deep insight into other secondary characters that will follow our protagonists throughout the story. First, we get a closer look into Carl Hampton. He is described as a paranoid loser obsessed with conspiracy theories he reads from the internet. He is also Jason's closest friend, with no aspirations but drinking and partying.
Ring the bell! Shots, baby!
We are familiar with these type of character archetype in the franchise, such as Ron, Trevor's best friend in GTA 5. I don't know about you guys, but it seems to me like Maddie Matheson, who plays Fack in the TV show The Bear, shares a striking resemblance with this character, and it even has a similar voice. This makes me believe that Maddie may be the one playing this character.
Hey, if you got friends, can you hook me up, please?
Brian Heater is the person Jason will be working for near the start of the story, and in fact, the house Jason is staying at in Trailer 2 is one of Brian's houses. Brian is a classic drug runner from the golden age of smuggling in the Keys, and it seems like Jason is going to be helping him do some of that work. Brian's been married 3 times, and we can see his third wife Lori in this screenshot. Next, we have Bobby Ike, a local legend turned business tycoon. He is charismatic but can be dangerous. He is the owner of the Jack of Hearts Club in Vice City. He also has a record studio referred to as Only Raw Records, which he co-owns with another character called Draquan Priest. He is an ex-gangster turned into music to get away from the criminal life. He has signed many stars to his record label that we also see in the game, such as the Real Dimes duo. They are two lifetime friends who had a song go viral a couple of years prior to the game. We can see them performing that song in Trailer 1. Next, we have Raul Batista. He is described as a seasoned bank robber. He strikes me as the type of guy who will exhume a lot of aura. We can see Lucia and Jason completing a heist with him in Trailer 2. We don't know much about Raul, only that he is very confident, a bit reckless, and seems to have an inclination to constantly raise the stakes with every score he does. There is also other names mentioned in the 2022 leaks that we don't know much about other than their names. These include characters such as Sam, Kai, Wyman, Billy, Ted, Zach, Danny, Iris, Chester, and Dale. So far, from the 2022 leaks and recent promotional material, we've heard about a few of the gangs rumored to be in GTA 6. Names like the Haitian Gang in Little Haiti, and another called the Guardian Brothers. It's not totally clear whether those groups appeared in the first trailer promo, but the new promos definitely introduced more. There's Final Chapter MC, a biker gang out in Ambrosia. There's a drug-dealing gang shown doing business in Port Gellhorn, a hunters/poachers group in the Grass Rivers, and it looks like characters wandering around Pearl City associated with another crew. There were also references in the leaks to a possible white supremacy group, though as of 2025, it's uncertain whether that content has been cut from the final version of the game, or if it will still play a role in the story. When it comes to gameplay, GTA 6 looks like it's taking a big leap forward compared to its predecessors. From the footage we've seen and details that have trickled out, the game is leaning into much more immersive mechanics, more realistic police AI, improved driving physics, and an open world that feels alive in a way GTA 5 never quite managed. The trailers show characters interacting with the environment in small but telling ways, like robbing convenience stores with dynamic reactions from NPCs, or even the ability to use items in the world more naturally. Leaks also suggest Rockstar has put a big focus on dynamic events across Vice City and its surrounding areas, meaning the world should constantly feel unpredictable. It seems that Rockstar is trying to make it less about scripted moments and more about systems colliding. The 2022 leaks also gave us a huge look at potential gameplay systems, with around 40 items revealed. Among the most notable is the Immobilizer Bypass, a tool that allows players to hack into and steal vehicles more realistically, meaning stealing a car might now require patience, timing, and the right equipment, instead of just pulling someone out of the driver's seat. Alongside it is the Slim Jim, reinforcing the idea that Rockstar is deliberately making car theft more challenging and sophisticated than in past games. And guys, if this is true, I think this could create a deeper risk-reward system, where boosting high-end vehicles feels more like a mini-game and less like a background action. It seems to me like they're really honing into the immersion part this time around, which I very much appreciate. On the weapons side, many classics are set to return: rifles, shotguns, and melee staples like baseball bats. But new throwables such as flashbangs could introduce tactical depth to both police chases and gang encounters. Interestingly, leaks suggest a more restricted weapon wheel similar to Red Dead Redemption 2, where you're limited to a primary, a handgun, and a melee weapon at any given time. Additional weapons would have to be stored in your vehicle's trunk, meaning loadout management could play a bigger role and force players to plan ahead instead of carrying an arsenal everywhere. We can see in one of the screenshots a shot of both Jason and Lucia closing a trunk. Other gameplay mechanics hinted at the ability to go prone, though speculation suggests this may have been dropped during development. Fist fighting reportedly sees a big step up in complexity. Car combat has been enhanced so players can lean or poke their torso out to shoot freely in 360 degrees. And Jason's rumored ability, similar to Red Dead's Eagle Eye, could add a layer of strategy. We don't know much about what Lucia's special ability will exactly be, but some of the community speculates something related to a tech-savvy part of her skill set, similar to Watch Dogs or something, while other people speculate that it will not differ from Jason's all that much. Maybe a weaker Deadeye since she wasn't in the army, or maybe better fighting abilities since she is a boxer. And we can see in many screenshots this aspect of her being referenced. Rockstar seems to be pushing immersion further with weight management and expanded NPC interaction systems that build directly off Red Dead 2. But some insiders claim GTA 6's version is already a major leap forward. Perhaps the most intriguing leak was the relationship bar between Jason and Lucia, described as something like an honor system that changes depending on how the player treats their partner. This could affect dialogue, mission outcomes, or even the level of trust between them.
Trust?
Trust.
Adding emotional stakes to the criminal story. Money laundering also appears to be a gameplay mechanic, fitting naturally with GTA's emphasis on criminal enterprise. Finally, the police system might be the most advanced in the series to date, not only chasing you based on stars, but also tracking you with detailed descriptions of your vehicle, clothes, and physical appearance. If true, this would mean changing your outfit or ditching your car mid-chase could actually matter, making escapes far more dynamic than in previous titles. Altogether, these features suggest Rockstar is aiming for a blend of realism, immersion, and player-driven storytelling that could fundamentally change how we think about open-world crime games. On top of the core gameplay systems, Rockstar is once again filling the world with side activities and diversions that make the map feel alive. From the leaks, we know of classics like dice games, golf, fishing, street races, van shipment missions, robberies, and deliveries. From the most recent leaks, we now know there also appear to be a variety of random events or random encounters. I'll throw up a screenshot of that list here, so you can pause and read it if you want to check out everything that was mentioned. Beyond the leaks, police stakeouts also came up, suggesting players will need to stay alert in certain areas since law enforcement might be watching and waiting to bust you. After Trailer 2, even more activities were confirmed, including pool, dirt biking, hunting, snorkeling, and scuba diving, which expand exploration both on land and in the water. Tennis also seemed to be making a return, as well as basketball, while new fighting or boxing mechanics could make street encounters more fleshed out. All of this shows Rockstar is once again leaning into the idea that the world itself should feel like a playground, packed with different ways to spend your time between big missions. And now we are going to get to one of the most anticipated things about this game, the MAP. There's an entirely different community dedicated to discussing the map. It's one of the biggest components of the game, the mapping community. And honestly, this could be a whole video on its own. The mapping community around GTA is one of the most dedicated corners of the fandom. These people literally take every single screenshot, every frame of a trailer, every leaked detail, and stitch it all together to build the most accurate map possible before release. What you're seeing here is the most updated version of the community project, and while there are still gaps to fill, the mappers don't want to jump to conclusions. They're very careful about keeping things truthful and relevant. So what you see here is as close to confirmed as it gets right now. As far as official information goes, Rockstar has confirmed 6 distinct locations. The centerpiece is Vice City, the biggest city in the game, obviously based on Miami and Fort Lauderdale. Then, we have the Leonida Keys, which I mentioned earlier, and which are rumored to be the place where Jason's story begins. There's also the Grass Rivers, a swampy Everglades-style area, Port Gellhorn, which feels like Rockstar's version of the Forgotten Coast of Florida, Mount Cuyahoga National Park, which looks like it'll be the main wilderness and hiking area, and finally, Ambrosia, home to the Final Chapter biker gang. At some point in 2022, the leaks also seem to have hinted at a northern city inspired by Orlando, with heavy speculation about a Disney World parody. Some people in the community still think this is in the works, but others believe it may have been cut during development. On top of that, the state Gloriana has popped up multiple times. This is believed to be Rockstar's version of Virginia. In fact, trailers and screenshots have already shown license plates from Gloriana, and some of the mountain-heavy screenshots make players wonder if part of that state will actually be explorable. Florida isn't very rocky, so those images don't exactly match the terrain we'd expect from Leonida. Weather and the environment are also a huge talking point. Rockstar appears to have implemented an improved system with volumetric clouds and highly dynamic weather patterns. Hurricanes have been heavily speculated, and while that hasn't been confirmed, some screenshots hint at extreme weather events. If true, this would be a first for the series. The animal system also looks ambitious, with confirmed appearances from snakes, seagulls, skunks, and raccoons. Considering how expansive the wildlife system was in Red Dead Redemption 2, it wouldn't be surprising if GTA 6 builds on that with something just as detailed. In terms of vehicles, over 100 have already been confirmed across leaks and official footage. I won't name them all here, but I'll put up a screenshot so you can pause and read through the full list if you want to. The sheer variety already makes it clear Rockstar wants this to be their most diverse and living world to date. One of the biggest changes that players are hoping for in GTA 6 is the sheer number of Enterable buildings. GTA 5 was criticized heavily for how lifeless most of its city interiors felt. Outside of a few nightclubs, 24/7 convenience stores, ammunitions, and mission-specific buildings, Los Santos was basically a giant backdrop with very little interactivity once you left your car. For a city as massive as that, it ended up feeling hollow after a while. With Vice City and the Leonida map, Rockstar seems to be addressing that criticism. From both the leaks and the trailers, we can already see more Enterable spaces, diners, gas stations, motels, and even pawn shops that look like they'll serve as more than just background scenery. Fans have also spotted what looks like large malls and shopping centers, which could bring back some of the fun side activities that GTA has been missing since Vice City and San Andreas. Nightclubs and strip clubs are basically guaranteed, but the newer footage hints at sky bars and skyscraper interiors, something that would add verticality to Vice City and finally make tall buildings feel alive, not just like props. If Rockstar really follows through on this, it could be a huge leap in immersion. Imagine being chased by cops through the streets of Vice City, ducking into a crowded nightclub to blend in, or using the upper floors of a skyscraper as a sniper perch during a heist. These kinds of environments would also tie directly into the rumored mechanics of robberies and side hustles, pawn shops for laundering stolen goods, warehouses for smuggling, and malls as potential robbery targets. In other words, the expansion of Enterable interiors could finally bridge that gap between GTA's reputation as a sandbox game and the kind of deep, interactive world building we saw in Red Dead Redemption 2. Now, although I know there hasn't been really much official information about the online mode, I feel like I can't really talk about GTA 6 without addressing the elephant in the room: GTA Online. So, I'm going to try to stay with the facts and not speculate because I'm not trying to clickbait you guys here like others may. Don't worry, Ned, aka Mr. DeSanta.
What? People, do you not understand? Do not believe anything that you see on the internet from, Boss Man, Fuck the World, or whatever his name is, or any of those guys.
So GTA 5 Online basically became one of the most profitable products in gaming history. It's still alive, still making Rockstar money, and in many ways, it outlived the single-player campaign. So the big question is, what does GTA 6 Online look like? One of the biggest clues we have is Rockstar's recent acquisition of CFX.RE, the team behind the 5M and Red M roleplay servers. This move was massive because it legitimized RP in a way nobody thought Rockstar ever would. For years, GTA RP was this community-driven phenomenon, completely separate from Rockstar's official online experience. But it's where the game truly evolved into something new. Streamers built entire audiences around it, and it kept GTA relevant long after most games its age would have died out. So the speculation now is, does this mean Rockstar plans to fold RP mechanics directly into GTA 6 Online? I think it's not crazy to think so. We might see more structured systems for player jobs, businesses, or even social hubs. Instead of the chaos of just blowing everything up, GTA 6 Online could lean more heavily into immersive living, running nightclubs, being a cop, even running small-time criminal operations with layers of progression. I think there's a chance here Rockstar tries to bring those more complex systems into online as well. However, if GTA 6 Online launches with RP-style features but behind microtransactions or a paywall, the backlash would be huge. Fans are already worried about Rockstar milking the online side harder than ever, especially after how shark cards basically define GTA 5 Online's economy. And the new implementation of GTA Plus subscription system isn't a good indication of Rockstar going into the non-anti-consumer track. But what do you guys think about this? Because I'm not trying here to be the voice of doom, so I would like to hear different perspectives about this. Either way, it's pretty clear GTA 6 Online won't just be GTA 5 Online 2.0. The acquisition of the RP ecosystem might show Rockstar could be thinking differently this time. The real question is whether they're going to nurture that community energy or cash in on it. So yeah, GTA 6 is shaping up to be something massive. From the map, the gangs, the gameplay systems, even down to Rockstar's push into online and RP. It honestly feels like they're trying to merge the ambition of Red Dead 2 with the chaos and freedom of GTA 5. And if they can pull that off, this could be one of the most groundbreaking games we've ever seen. That said, there are still a ton of unknowns. We don't know how much of what leaked in 2022 actually made it into the final build. We don't know how aggressive Rockstar is going to get with monetization in online, and we don't know if they'll actually deliver on all this hype. But it's safe to say this project is in very good hands, my guys. The excitement is real. Every new teaser, every screenshot, every tiny bit of info gets dissected by the community like it's a national conspiracy. At the end of the day, GTA 6 will probably dominate gaming the second it drops. The question is whether it's just another blockbuster Rockstar release, or if it truly pushes the boundaries of what an open-world game can be. That was basically everything we know about GTA 6 so far. So let me know what you guys think. Are you hyped for GTA 6? Do you think all these features will actually make it into the game? Or are we setting ourselves up for disappointment? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you liked this deep dive, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more breakdowns like this. This video is a bit different from my usual content, since I mostly cover TV shows and movies, but I'd love to dive more into gaming topics too, especially with something as huge as GTA 6. So if you enjoyed this breakdown, let me know. And if you haven't already, check out my deep dives on Pluribus and my commentary on other shows. There's plenty there if you're into story-driven content and big cultural conversations. Thanks for hanging out with me on this one, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.